is Francie and today I'm going to talk about the Lore Master achievement. As you may know, Mists of Pandaria is coming to an end and even Siege of Orgrimmar is slowly getting a bit boring, so people, including me, are starting to look for alternative activities to do until Warlords of Draenor is released. And one of those activities is questing and more specifically getting the Lore Master achievement. And if you are one of the people that are considering doing that, then my only advice to you is not to go for the Lore Master achievement. No, seriously, it's quite consuming and it takes a really long time. And I'm going to tell you more about the 5 places in Azeroth where it was really the worst experiences to quest. The 5th worst area was probably Tanaris, because it's a really big place with many plot lines that's really difficult to follow, and honestly you don't really get to become a lore master by doing those quests or bringing 10 livers of boars. You become a lore master by reading Warcraft novels. But now let's get back to Tanaris. Even when leveling, it's a horrible place. As you may know, one of the loading screens tip is to go on the main road so that monsters will not attack you. And guess what? In Tanaris you don't have main roads, so you don't really get to go from point A to point B without dying about 4 times. That is if you don't have Prowl. And another horrible part is the kitchen quest, the chicken quest. I mean, all escort quests are horrible, but in this one the chicken is not going particularly slow but particularly fast, and it gets the attention of all monsters around and it's almost impossible. And even when you're level 90, it's just a lot of going around. Tanaris is a really big place, it's boring, it's just a big boring desert, and even if you're considering your alternatives, if you want to go in dungeons, your alternative is Dire Maul, and nobody likes Dire Maul, and let's be serious, you're not going to go all the way to Felwood or other areas in Eastern Kingdoms to quest, so this is your only choice. Tough luck. The 4th place is probably Thousand Needles. The worst part about it is probably the perpetual feeling of nostalgia. I mean, it's probably one of the most changed areas since Cataclysm, and I have so many memories in Thousand Needles. That's where I first got my going down achievement, and I remember, you know, how I went to the elevators and I tried to jump so many times, I died so many times. It was a lot of fun, so seeing it all flooded is really sad. Also, since it's all water, it's really hard to get from point A to point B and it takes a lot. For Lore Master you need to complete 60 quests, which is a lot. And even after you get that boat, it's still hard to travel. And overall it's just quite a mess. The quests are not exactly fun, and I really did not have a good time in there. The 3rd area is Hellfire Peninsula, and I do kind of feel like I'm cheating with Outland zones, but it's quite desolating, it's very large, there are not many players because most of the players just do dungeons in order to not have to go to Outland because it's a life-consuming place. And the quests are not particularly fun. You have to do that one mandatory PvP quest, which is also not fun. And there's just no one there, you're all alone, and it's just sad. And I really did not have a good time in any of the Outland zones aside from Nagrand. The 2nd most horrifying zone is Vashj'ir. I'm not even sure if I pronounced that correctly, and I haven't even completed that area. There's 130 quests to do in an underwater area. And I'm about halfway there, but I'm already convinced that it's still going to be in top 3 worst places, even after I'm completely done with Lore Master. Seriously, when Blizzard trademarked the name The Dark Below, I was so scared because I thought we would have a whole expansion just like Vashj'ir, and that was horrible to think of. And seriously, I don't even feel like I have to explain myself on why I didn't like Vashj'ir, as it's quite a popular opinion to not be a big fan of Vashj'ir. And most of the quests were also horrible because there are many mechanical quests which are also not much beloved, and yeah, overall it was just not a fun experience. Now the one area that simply traumatized me was, and it may come as a surprise, but it was Blood Mist Isle. It was 60 quests in a level 10 area where you can't fly, you can't use flying mounts, and you just have to use ground mounts in the whole place, and there are many quests that drop from monsters and it's hard to get them, and overall I just hated it. I had to take like 10 separate breaks when I just do 10 quests and then go back to civilization and then come back because I just hated that place, and I even promised myself that I would never go back there. Seriously, leave Blood Mist Isle as the last area to quest in if you're going to go for a Lore Master title. But no, seriously, the ones I talked about were just the 5 worst ones. I promise you that the others are a lot of fun and you will learn a lot of new things and you will have a good time until Warlords of Draenor is finally released. In the comment sections below, do tell me where you loved questing and where you hated questing. And yeah, this is pretty much it. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm Francesca. Do subscribe,